Over the past couple of years, we have seen so much backlash surrounding JK Rowling and basically anybody that works on her creation. And now it looks like Keira Knightley, an icon in Hollywood, is being wrecked by users on Blue Sky for daring to take an audiobook role. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, we have been getting a lot of news about the HBO series. We have been told a lot of different information, and because so many people are talking about the Harry Potter series, that means that there are individuals on social media who try their best. They make it their life's goal to wreck JK Rowling and try to derail projects like this. Obviously, we know that Hogwarts Legacy was a massive game, sold over 34 million copies, but yet the Access media is bringing up the boycotts again, saying that if they want to avoid the same boycotts its predecessor faced, the sequel can't take the same approach that the original did, even though basically nobody boycotted it and it sold amazingly. And because of JK Rowling's past and her opinions, that means that anybody who is talking about her work or even really affiliated with her at all whatsoever is being attacked. And now Keira Knightley, an icon in Hollywood, is being wrecked by users on Blue Sky who are melting down. So it says Blue Sky, the platform often marketed as a friendlier alternative to X, is currently melting down in a rage. Of course, the tolerant left proving that they're not very tolerant at all. Users have spent the past several days unleashing a torrent of abuse towards actress Keira Knightley, not because she said anything hateful or controversial, but because she dared to suggest that people with different opinions should learn to live together. Now, obviously, this is a statement that I and many other people agree with. I think that it is perfectly fine if you have an opinion that is different than mine, because not every single human being in life is always going to agree with another, but at the same time, these individuals push that mentality that it's all or nothing and that you agree with them on everything or you are their enemy. So after she gave a calm and thoughtful answer to a Decider interviewer asking about her participation in Audible's new Harry Potter The Full Cast audio editions, Blue Sky activists erupted into a full-blown outrage, branding her everything from a bigot to TERF adjacent. Now, if you haven't seen this clip, I think that it is absolutely fantastic, and clearly this interviewer put her on the spot. She wasn't prepared to give this answer, but it was still a very good one.
JK Rowling's ongoing campaign against trans people?
I was not aware of that, no. I'm very sorry.
I think that it is so hilarious that she laughs, because I think that is really why so many people on Blue Sky are angry with her, because she dared to find comedy in a moment where she was talking about something so serious.
But you know, I think we're all living in a period of time right now where we're all going to have to figure out how to live together, aren't we? And we've all got very different opinions. So
I think that that is an absolutely fantastic statement, because it's true. We all have to live together, even if we do not always agree with one another. And even if you disagree with JK Rowling's opinions and stances, let's be honest, 95% of the population agrees with her. But at the same time, these other people, the ones that claim to be tolerant or anything but, if you don't share their exact viewpoints, they threaten you and your life. And look at how many death threats JK Rowling has faced over the years. And just because Keira Knightley is doing this Audible event and product, that means that you are going to attack her now simply for, again, like having an opinion and voicing her stance that a lot of other people agree with. And as you can see, here are just a few of the posts being made on social media. We're trying to live together. She's trying to kill us, but I guess we're the ones out of line. Nobody is trying to kill you in this situation. Keira Knightley isn't inciting violence. JK Rowling isn't inciting violence. But of course, when you say, oh, somebody wants me to be dead, other normies will take that seriously and believe you, even though it's not the truth. Not to mention that agree to disagree does not apply to genocidal ideas. It's hard to live together with someone who's trying to kill you. It's like asking the mouse to be polite to the cat. It's ridiculous. Oh my god, this video is so bad. She's laughing. Yeah, she's laughing because she finds it humorous that there are all of these boycotts going on. And I know some people have said maybe she doesn't know exactly what's happening. I find that hard to believe because she knows what's going on with Johnny Depp, obviously, because of Pirates. And I think that it's very hard to not know that JK Rowling is deemed a controversial figure. Now, maybe she doesn't know the full extent of it. Maybe she doesn't know every single statement JK's ever said, and she doesn't know all of the social media drama, but she finds it humorous because she was hired to do a job, not to sit here and try to appease the outrage mobs. And so she thinks it's hilarious. Didn't you know? We need to learn to accept Rowling's desire to genocide us. That's on us, and we don't want to accept that. No, she's not. You are blowing this out of proportion and misrepresenting her stance because you think it is good to obviously get people canceled that you disagree with, and that is exactly what these individuals have tried for years. It hasn't worked, and so they have to keep pulling all of these different phrases out of their toolbox, like bigot, sexist, racist, turf. Now they're using genocide, and it's really pathetic that they don't have a good argument against JK Rowling, and so they have to come to the conclusion that, oh my gosh, she wants us dead. Now, a lot of people are saying this is absolutely horrific behavior and this is not okay, that Keira Knightley is now being made a target, but I can't say I'm particularly surprised after all of the years of backlash that Rowling has faced and that basically anybody affiliated with Harry Potter has faced. And I think that's what is going to be very hard about the new series is I think it's going to be watched. I think it's going to be big. But at the end of it, if your character didn't click with audiences and your performance didn't click with audiences, you're going to be left in the dust and you're probably not going to be hireable again because, oh my gosh, you worked on Harry Potter. And unless you're in the top 1 or 2% of actors on the project, you're going to go ignored and Hollywood's probably going to blacklist you. It says, though, there are a few possible explanations for her surprising claim. 1, her PR team failed her. 2, she knew. And 3, it's a PR deflection, which definitely, I think, is the case. But it talks about how whether Knightley truly didn't know or simply didn't care, her remarks have reignited a familiar debate. Is JK Rowling truly canceled? Or is the media just convinced itself that she is? I personally do not think that she is canceled. Her work is making billions and billions and billions of dollars. And I don't think that she cares about a little bit of social media outrage and all of the noise that is happening on Blue Sky, and I don't think that Keira Knightley should really care either. She is an iconic actress. She is a fantastic actress, and she is definitely somebody who deserves all of the attention that she has been getting over, the past couple of decades, really. So while the Blue Sky users are melting down over the situation, JK Rowling is unfazed, Keira Knightley is probably unfazed, and really they're just screaming into the void. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this important and informative, make sure to give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.